Okay, so this will show you how I really have my general preference. You know, this one person got mad at me. He thought that I was upset because he said I was in the danger zone or something. That was not what this was about. What it was really about was the guy was upset because I didn't have a preference towards him because he's in his 40s. And then he tried to make it seem like 27 was 77. So then I was just basically telling him my preference and the way females work as opposed to men, how males work. Males peak at about 20. And I showed, you know, scientific fact that shows that testosterone peaks at about 20, sometimes younger than that. And women, our estrogen peaks in our mid to late 20s, sometimes our early 30s even. And I showed proof of that as well. So that's basically all I was saying. You know, I keep having this person thinking that I want a man to use. But the thing is this, I don't want a man to use. There's a two-pronged problem with this person, in my opinion. One is that they want women who are younger than them, that have childlike qualities, basically. They want women that they can take care of because they are inept and they are unable of taking care of themselves. So, for me, that's what my thing is. It's just like, I do not have any interest in a man who has, to me, what I consider pedophilic tendencies. Because to me, I'm like, it's not about being in your prime or peaking at a certain age, you know. Because the way he's saying it, he thinks the younger the woman, the better. That's a pedophilic mentality. Because women, when we're younger, that's not when we peak. That's why we have more complications with teen pregnancy and things of that nature. It takes a lot to have a child, more than a man. That's why his testosterone peaks at a very young age, and he's, the most fertile, I guess, in his 20s, when we're talking about hormonally. For me, it's just like with women, we don't have that. It takes a lot to give birth and pregnancy and things of that nature. So it's not about fertility, it's not about peaking, it's about your pedophilic fantasy because you prefer younger, which isn't the prime of a woman's age. You would prefer younger because that's just how you're wired. And honestly, like for me, I mean, like I hold nothing against people who are only attracted or mostly attracted to people who are 19, but don't expect me not to be. You know, I have more of an incentive than you to be attracted to a man who's 20 because he's in his peak, and a woman is not in her peak when she's 20. So, you see, at least I have a scientific fact and evidence why I prefer someone very young. You don't. And that's why a lot of the time these men will drop off to children, basically, because the thing is, they want as young as possible. It's not about viability. It's about some pedophilic fantasy that they have going on there. So that's why, for me, I don't have that interest. My thing is maturity, and the time a man is in his prime is in his early 20s. So that's just how it is. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about was outside of the pedophilic fantasy. The person kept trying to act like, if they have stuff, it makes them more attractive. If you have cars, if you have a house, if you have $1 billion in money, that is one, not attractive. You think I can have sex with a house? I can't have sex with a house. It's about you. Are you attractive? Now, that's the thing, you're not attractive because you're older. And also, you thought that Angela Bassett was like one of the prime looking women, and Taraji P. Henson. Nothing against them, but I've rated them several times and now analyzed them, their beauty. And they're not very attractive, especially Angela Bassett. She's not very pretty. And so, to me, I think you're not just old, but you're unattractive. And the best you can get is probably someone who is borderline unattractive to okay. That's your age. And then this is the thing with men who are older. They always get bitter. They get bitter over women who are younger, who will not give them the time of day, basically. And I think it's for me, it's like this. I'm not angry at you. I don't hate you. I have no issue with you. But the thing is, I don't have any attraction to you. I can't make my vagina wet. I just can't. It's not like something that I can just say, bam, vagina wet, bam, vagina dry. That's not how it works on a female. You're either attractive or you're not. If you're not attractive, how am I supposed to get wet? And then how are we supposed to have sex? You get what I'm saying? So that's how it is with older men. I can't get wet over them. I can't get wet over a 47-year-old man, a 45-year-old man, a 40-year-old man. That doesn't work on me. It just doesn't. I have no attraction there. People sometimes are disgusted by a man who's 40 because it reminds them of their father. I don't have that issue. I don't find you disgusting. I just don't find you attractive. It's just like the same thing with children, for example. Boys have less testosterone too, and I don't find boys attractive, obviously. I just don't have any attraction. There's no testosterone. If there's no testosterone, how am I supposed to get aroused? Same thing with an older man. He has 20% less testosterone by the time he's in his 40s than when he was in his 20s. How am I supposed to find that attractive? And no one has any explanation for that. They just go to money, cars, and houses. And it's like, if I'm not hypergamous, and I've said this over and over again, I'm not hypergamous. I care about someone's personality, who they are truly. What it tells me is that you don't value yourself. You don't value who you are as a person, and you think that money makes you more valuable and overshadows the fact that you are a worthless person in your own eyes. And that's the thing you need to fix in therapy, because you probably have some worth, you just aren't looking at it. You probably have some good qualities, but you're not looking at it. And therefore, you're showing people who actually care about personality and actually care about if you are attractive, to try and expose the fact that you don't think you have that. So why would they think you have it if you don't even think you have it? So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and bye.